Hey, what's up, man? It's March 29th today, I think. Yeah. No, it's 28th. What am I thinking? March 28th. You guys like my key? Doo 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 doo. This thing is so cool. You know, I'm thinking about bringing the girl to wipe away the debt. Is that what it does say? Save the girl, wipe the debt. Find the girl, wipe the debt. Some shit. I don't know, dude, but Bioshock is a pretty good game. I actually beat it, actually. I want to say that it took me... What was it? I want to say it was between 15 and 20 hours easily. It wasn't anything crazy long, but it was quite a ride. One might say... Quite the Skyline ride, maybe? Oh no, Skyline mechanics are pretty cool. I guess we'll talk about Bioshock. Bioshock Infinite. The year was 2013. Little did I know going into Bioshock Infinite that 5 years from now, this game would be a legend. No, I don't think it will be as legendary as Bioshock 1 was. I mean, there's still people today that are just bugging out over it. I was one of those people. I never played it originally. I played it... How did I play it? I played it in like 2000... In 2000... What do you want? I played Bioshock Infinite in 2011, I think. Yeah, sounds right. And I think it was a fantastic game. Come on, man, please move. But, you know, it had... I don't know. The gameplay wasn't anything flawless or anything. It had such an immersive world. It was so unique. It was so dark. Like, you're in this underwater city that just has no hope. Everything's out to get you. And you don't even know if you're going to make it out or not. You know? Bioshock Infinite's kind of the other way around. You're in a populated city for the most part. And the parts that aren't populated, I didn't really feel like there was an explanation at why they weren't populated. Later on there's a war in the game. And that explains why some areas are evacuated, but for the most part, I don't know, the city just didn't feel that, it didn't feel alive like Rapture did. You know, Rapture, it felt, I don't know. You know, it just always felt like there was something in the city, you know. This game was just kind of like, you know where the bad guy is. You know you're coming across him eventually. And, I don't know. It didn't have that impact on me, I guess you could say. However, the gameplay, though, I want to say that the gameplay in Bioshock Infinite, it's not perfect or anything, but it's pretty fun. Especially when there's skylines involved. Skylines being like those rails up in the sky that you can take your little hook onto like this fucking pole, and then you just slide across the city. And, you basically can shoot enemies while on the hook, or jump off and smack them in the head with your hook. A lot of tactics involving that. And then you get tears later on in the game, which are basically these rifts in the space-time continuum where you can pull things through from another world. So, let's say you go into a room, and, you know, you're looking at a bunch of enemies. You could summon a turret, you could summon in a robot that would like walk through the area killing guys. You could summon ammo crates or health packs, stuff like that. It's a pretty cool mechanic. And that brings me to Elizabeth, actually, the girl that can use these tears in time. That is how you do an escort mission, people. Alright? Elizabeth is prime example of how you should have a partner in a single player game. She's not worthless at all. She's always doing stuff, whether it be throwing you ammo or health items, she's always pointing stuff out usually for you. If there's a sniper in there, she'll highlight them, like she'll put a little map marker on him. She's like, sniper over there, watch out. You know, if there's a collectible nearby, she'll be like, hey, there's a lockpick over here, come grab it. Like I said, she'll pick up ammo and throw it to you. Easily, you just hit X button. Your character will 180 towards her direction or wherever she is, and grabs it. Thank you. And back in the X-Men. It's a nice little second-long animation, but it does so much for combat. Really cool. And that brings me to the plasmids. The plasmids, well, they're called vigors in this game. They don't feel as, I don't know, they don't feel as impactful also as Bioshock's did. You know, Bioshock had like this leveling system on the plasmids. It just felt really good. This game, everything is based through money. Which I can't remember if they were in Bioshock 1, but in this game, money is the main currency for everything. Weapon upgrades and plasmid upgrades. And you kind of have to decide which one you want to level up. Personally, I did a mixture. I was using the strategy guide, so I found pretty much every collectible in the game. I had a lot of money. I almost bought almost everything in the game. So I did a little bit of a mixture though. I pretty much focused on leveling up the guns that I was using a lot, and for the achievements that I was working on. And then I was also upgrading the plasmids that I liked using. So, but basically the plasmids are magical abilities. You know, you've got a fireball that shoots off into like little grenades. You have electricity that you can zap enemies with. My personal favorite, well, I have two personal favorites. You have the bucking bronco, which is where you shoot this like earthquake kind of shockwave thing that shoots enemies. It basically sends them like up into the air without gravity, so they just float up in the air for you. And then you can just shoot them out of the air or whatever. And then you get this, I forget the name of it, but it's basically a water perk. Fuck, I don't remember what it's called. I can't remember now. But you can basically shoot a hose of water, just like a fucking firefighter, dude. You're just like this big stream of water just shoots out of your hand, and you can just like push enemies off the city, because it is a floating city here, after all. Well, it's just funny to just shoot enemies off the side of the city. Those are probably my two favorite. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say the plasmids suck, but there's a couple that don't take much magic to use at all, so you end up just relying on them instead of the others. Whereas you have like one that possesses enemies, and once they're unpossessed, if they're not dead yet, they'll commit suicide. But it takes like a bunch of magic to use. You know, there's certain abilities that just take more magic to use, so I don't really like using them. But personally, that's me. They have their uses, but there's some of them I didn't even use after a while. As for the guns, they feel pretty much the same as Bioshock 2. Headshots are in the game, but they don't quite feel as smooth as Bioshock 2. Weapons, yeah. It's pretty standard weapons, you know. You've got your pistol, you've got your revolver, you've got your machine gun, then you've got your slightly slower machine gun, then you've got your heavy machine gun, you've got your shotgun, you've got your stronger shotgun, you've got your sniper rifle, you've got your bazooka, and so on, grenade launcher and such. I don't know. Personally, I was just working on the achievements, because there's achievements for using every single weapon and getting a specific amount of kills with them. And that's what I was doing. But, I don't know, I want to say the game is, it's easily a AAA title. Definitely worth playing. The question is $60 though. I mean, I kind of beat the game really fast. And knowing Bioshock 2 and Bioshock 1, this game will probably drop down to like $30, $40 in the future. But if you want to support a gaming industry, like I do, I'm learning more that you should definitely support games that you like. So I think if you like Bioshock, definitely buy Bioshock Infinite new. It's worth it. It's worth it. No worries, guys. I don't know what else to say. It's a pretty damn good game. Yeah. And I'm gonna go hello. Bye!